Ignorance of the law is no excuse. How many times have we heard that, right? People get arrested and they say, well, hell, I didn't know it was illegal. Well, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And we have heard that over and over and over. But did you know that applies to the police too? That's right. So when there is a Fourth Amendment search violation, attorney files a motion to suppress, prosecutors will frequently argue, well, Judge, officer acted in good faith. They didn't know it was a violation of the law. Now, a lot of times, officers will get up and say, well, Judge, I didn't know that the law had changed. I didn't know that that's what the law meant. I didn't know I couldn't do that. And a judge can find, under certain circumstances, that that's good faith, that they didn't mean to violate the Constitution. And it's usually when there's some gray area. If there's rock solid law on it, then they are presumed to have known that. And that's talked about in a number of cases. And here in Arkansas in particular, it is Kelly versus State, and then Owens versus State, and Michael Johnson versus State. And for those of you that look up the cases, yes, Michael Johnson versus State has been overturned, but it was overturned because of a change in Rule 7.1, not because of the good faith part. That's still good law. So when we look at those cases, what the court says is if the police are in charge of enforcing the law, they are presumed to know what the law is. You cannot say that defendants not knowing the law is no excuse and then allow the police to get away with that. So remember that this is an objective standard when we talk about good faith. And so we have to look at it from what would a reasonably well-trained officer believe based on the current state of the law.